Hmm. Hey, it's Russ Payne with Roleplaying Public Radio. We're playing Monsters and Other Childish Things. Extreme Treats and Gnarly Tricks, or Extreme Tricks and Gnarly Treats. Uh, this is a game for the RPPR Patreon. I am running for 3 patrons here who are going to be playing some of the best trick-or-treaters going to the Pleasant Glades Mall. So we'll begin the game at the mall as you've all been dropped off by your various parental figures. So just introduce who dropped you off, your character, and what their costume is. Because you're all trick-or-treating at the mall for a special holiday Halloween party event thing, which is definitely totally normal. So beginning at my top right is Dan K, and you are playing
Sebastian Oliver Strange. And his dad drops him off because dad's a political activist, and he has lots of free time to do that sort of thing, which is nice. Anyway, taking a break from getting out the vote to get me over to the mall.
Mm-hmm.
And he is.
This is played before COVID, or in a universe where COVID does not exist. So
Doesn't matter.
All right,
but fair. Gosh, I'm going as something weird and unusual. A surgeon. So he does have a surgeon mask, just in honor of what's actually going on in the real world.
Oh, okay. Very good. So next up at the bottom right, we have Squirrel playing
Tommy Meslowski. He gets dropped off by his mom, probably with his little sister, unless you don't want any siblings there at this.
No, they can be there. Yeah.
All right, so he's there because he's got to watch out for his little sister, but he's also there because he really wants to keep doing this. Halloween's his favorite holiday, and he's just getting a little too old. He's dressed as a 1920s gangster.
1920s gangster, nice. What's your little sister's name?
Teresa.
Teresa. Okay. Cool. And then finally we have Hostel, who is playing.
Hi, I'm Hostel V. I'm playing Minerva Paulson. She's 13 and she's trans, and she's being dropped off by her parents, Robert and Sarah.
Okay. And what is Minerva dressed as?
She is dressed as Scorpia from She-Ra, because the obvious choice is Adora or Catra, but Scorpia is secretly best girl.
Okay. So the 3 of you are friends. And the 3 of you are considered old enough to go do this event. The mall has seen better days, and they're trying to rev up interest by having a very special holiday party kind of thing where kids can go trick-or-treating between all the different stores. And they are all going to be doing at the food court. They have a stage set up. So like the parents who are sticking by are going to be entertained, and of course some of the stores are going to be open, selling various having various holiday specials, Halloween specials. So a woman, as you come in, you're all coming into the food court. There's actually quite a few people there. There is a woman singing some old people adult type song that is enthralling the people there. They all seem to love it. Tommy, what's the song? What are the adults so enthralled with?
Is this or would it be a 90s song or an 80s
I don't
song?
know. Yeah, it's up to you. Like, what it could be anything that kids don't listen to.
It's some 1980s power ballad.
Okay.
November Rain.
November Rain? Yeah, no, definitely. So she's singing, doing a great cover, but then she stops and says, "Oh, thank you all coming for the Pleasant Glades Halloween trick-or-treat party lock-in. I want you, of course, this is also the launch of our new candy line, the Pleasant Pheasant candies. And of course, all our stores have lots of Pleasant Pheasant candies. Let's all say hi to the Pleasant Pheasant." And a mascot, sized pheasant wearing a, cowboy hat says, "Howdy, y'all. I'm the Pleasant Pheasant. I hope you all like eating my eggs. They're delicious and candy covered." So the everyone sort of applauds and chaps. Yeah, and this is when you notice there's a bunch of banners and signage Eat pleasant pheasant. Eat the pheasant's eggs, and that kind of thing. So it seems like that's the only candy that's going to be offered here, at least for free. But she says, so I hope you all now, if you for all of you trick-or-treaters, come up and be sure to get your tickets so you can visit all the stores. If you get all your things punched on your ticket, you will get a special prize at tonight's big finale event. So do the three of you just grab your tickets, or are you just running? Just that's wasting time. Like, more time for candy.
Oh no, I go grab ticket.
Okay.
I go grab 2 tickets, one for me, one for Teresa.
Oh, what is Teresa dressed as?
She's dressed as a witch.
A witch. Okay. Very
Old
good.
school.
Yeah, of course. And let's see here. Witch. Just making note of your costumes. Oh yeah, by the way, special house rule: everyone gets 2 dice for your costume anytime you want to use your costume instead of a relationship. But same basic rules apply. So whenever your costume would be relevant. So yeah, the 4 of you, since Teresa's being tagged along, get your tickets, and it's time to go trick or treating. What store are you going to hit first? At this point, of course, the lady starts singing "November Rain" again, and the Pleasant Pheasant starts ambling around. He has a big bag of candy, just throwing it at kids and just waving. So yeah, just one of you can make up the name of the store at this mall.
That name brand store that's not Lego.
Oh, you mean Cubum?
Yeah, Cubos.
Cubos.
Yeah, they have all those copyrights for all the different, intellectual properties. They have some cool kits.
Cubos. All right, selling products of type. All right, sure. So you head on over to Cubos and start trick or treating. As you do so, another kid in a very, very well, it's literally a sheet ghost costume with eye holes punched out, but you can't see inside. It's very dark in there. It says, she says, "Hey, can I trick or treat with you? Your group?"
I mean, yeah, I'm fine with it. How about you guys?
Sure.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm Sebastian. You are
I'm Nova Resmer.
Nova?
Yo, that name is sick as hell.
Yep, it's a very well. I chose it. I'm a goth. So yeah.
I offer Nova a fist bump.
She tries to fist bumps you, but you notice. Give me a brains plus notice check.
Sure. Do I get to fist bump a ghost today? Let's find out. Brains plus notice. So that's 5 dice. Hell yeah. I got 2 9s.
Okay. So yeah, with 2 9s, yeah, her hand is very light. It's almost like you're touching fabric, just fist bumping fabric that's being held up.
It's awesome. I'm Minerva.
Hi, Minerva. Yeah, we should head over this way. She points to the side of the mall. That how familiar are all of you with the mall, this Pleasant Glades Mall? Do you go here often?
definitely a mall rat.
Definitely a mall rat.
When parents take me to buy things, I suppose. It's not
Okay.
the library, so it's unusual to be here. But okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I've been here a few times and I've shoplifted from this hot topic, but that's like really it.
Okay, well then you all know that that's the wing with the most closed down stores.
Huh.
Yeah, it's also So Nova's like, no, we should definitely go this way.
Why?
Well, I mean, there's some stores that are farther up. So if you want to hit all the stores, you might as well hit that one first. Them first.
She's right. They're going to be the least crowded at this time.
Yeah.
What's the most boring store in the mall?
Oh,
Old Navy.
Old
No.
Navy.
Well, actually, yeah, Old Navy.
Okay, yeah, Old Navy's down that way. That's the only store you can think of that's definitely open. But the rest are all closed down. So
Maybe
yeah.
a stationery shop also.
Yeah,
Paper.
sure. There's a stationery shop. What's it called? Let's see here. What's his dumb name for a paper shop, a stationery shop?
Silver Opener.
Silver Opener. All right, sure. Yeah.
Oh,
so
God,
there's
sorry,
yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, it's a fancy stationery store for grandmas, or at least that seems to who they market for. Fancy letter openers and fancy stationery and scented stationery and all that kind of stuff. So, not very practical, in other words. But yeah, so Nova wants to lead you down that way.
I would say Tommy is very intimidated by her because he's a proto goth. Like he wears like black polo shirts, but he hasn't jumped fully into the lifestyle. So he's intimidated, but also charmed and interested. So I'm just following her.
Okay.
Oh no, a goth girl might judge me and find me wanting for the click. Oh no.
I'm 12. Yeah, that's exactly what's going through my head.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So the five of you now start heading down towards the there are a lot of shutter down stores. There's also the like video shed, but the as you hit the Old Navy, and get some candies, some pleasant pheasant candies. The PA system crackles on and says, attention all trick-or-treaters and everyone else, please temporarily close your stores and come to the food court for a special presentation by the owner of Pleasant Glades, Mr. Fisher. There will be free snacks and prizes. So
Okay.
so at this point Nova says, hey, there's something really cool I want to show you. Over here, she points to one of the closed stores. This I know how to get into that store. It's actually the knockoff Hot Topic. I don't know if you heard about it. It was only open for like 2 weeks. It's called 666 Gerard Way. They took the sign down, but I know how to get in there. We can.
I mean, would that call out a notice check? Because the 666 is kind of. Wait a minute. It's Halloween. 666. No, wait.
What are you trying to notice?
That's an unusual name for a shop. Is it really a chain or?
You can give me a remember check to see if you remember hearing about this store.
Okay, that makes more sense. So same number of dice.
Okay.
I'm trying out the candy.
Does it taste like pheasants?
God, I hope not.
Looks like a pair of dimes.
Okay, yeah, you actually do remember it. It was open for a very brief amount of time, and then it shut down very quickly.
Was there some sort of event, or did it just go out of business?
It just went out of business. Just one day you were there, it was open, didn't see any traffic. You weren't allowed to go in there because,
Right.
And then the next time you came there, it was shuttered.
Huh. What?
It's a really good name for a goth store, but like, it's also 9 years out of date for a goth store.
Yep. So she leads you down to the side of the store. There's a little service corridor leading to a service door, which you guess goes to the back of the mall where they do all the movie merchandise and stuff like that. All the behind the scenes stuff that kids aren't allowed to watch. But see the door's unlocked, and why don't you try it?
Why don't you try it?
I don't want to get dirt on my sheet, and that it is a bit dirty.
Oh yeah, no, I know all about this store. Teresa, you wait here. I'm gonna go try the door, trying to impress her.
Yeah, it pops right open. So so you all go in, and the front of the store looks like most of the merchandise is still here, although some of it is boxed up, some of it's on the floor, some of it's scattered around. Looks like they were just beginning to pack up or move everything out when they abandoned it. Like there's dust on the stuff, but there's a fluorescent light on in the back, and there's a small back area. And she says, "Yeah, there's some really cool stuff in the back, and yeah, no one will know we're here." And that's when there is sort of a distant rumble, and followed by an unearthly roar, and all of you feel just this pit of your stomach feeling like you're falling for a moment. But the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. You feel a chill. And there's in the distance, as you look out in the hallway or the main corridor of the mall, you see a faint purplish light for a split second, coming from the direction of the food court, although it's quite far. Then there is silence. Just, oh no, it started.
Oh, we're missing the show?
No, it's not a show. Well, it's a ritual. I'm sorry I led you away here by misunderstanding, but I have a secret to confess.
You're a ghost?
Oh, was it that obvious?
We fist bumped.
What?
Yeah, so she very carefully lifts the sheet up. It looks like she's straining. He's like, God, physical objects are hard. And yeah, she's a slightly older goth girl, but she moves her hand through, waves her hand through the wall, and it just goes through. And she is slightly transparent, like 90% opacity.
Green glow or like blue glow?
Blue glow.
Nice.
Blue glow. Yeah. She says, yes, Mr. Fisher is. I used to work here. But then I found out Mr. Fisher, the guy who owns this place, is a vampire, and he killed me and hid my body in here, and then drove everyone out of the store and bought it out so no one could find it. I think he's getting desperate because not as many people are coming to the mall anymore, so he's trying to suck everyone's life force out at once. So he won't, and then he won't need the mall anymore. So
wait, is he like a cool Dracula vampire or like a really shitty Twilight vampire?
He kind of sounds like a capitalist vampire.
Well, yeah, he's definitely capitalist. But do you know what Nosferatu is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he's more like that. Although people don't really notice that he's monstrous if he doesn't, unless he's about to feed. But now he has vampire minions, and all the guards are. Do you know what a Renfield is?
Yeah.
All the mall cops are Renfields.
Well, you guys haven't read the book yet? What?
I mean, I watched the movie by Francis Ford Coppola.
That's honestly one of the more accurate interpretations, but still a bad movie.
Yeah, but like, it's really good though.
Shrug.
Yeah. Yeah, they have copies here. You can just take them. I don't think anybody's going to care about this stuff.
Yoink.
It's literally a vampire who owns this stuff now. Anyway, but yeah, we're all trapped now. Well, I'm trapped here because, I'm a ghost. And you're all trapped now because he sealed all the barriers. Because I've been spying on him for the last couple of weeks as he's been planning this out. But I realized that maybe if I could identify some kids who would listen to me, I found a way to possibly stop him, but it's going to be dangerous. I don't know for sure it'll work.
I mean, not stopping him sounds more dangerous.
Yeah, he won't notice us for now, but I'm sure sooner or later he'll find us. We can't just hide, and of course, everyone else is going to get their souls sucked out or their blood drained. I don't know exactly. It's going to be gross though, and they'll definitely be dead. So there's some. Do you know what VHS is?
Yep.
Okay, so if you look back there, it's really hard for me to move physical things, but see, there's that TV with the. I managed to rig it up to some of the security cameras, so I can kind of see. I'm not really good at it, so it's kind of random how it flips. But anyway, there's some tapes on that are there, and this place actually had real occult artifacts and stuff like that. I think that's why I became a ghost when I died, instead of just dying. There's some haunted stuff here, but I I don't know as what. But anyways, there's a tape there. It says emergency summoning beings of power. Which seems like if we could summon something like another monster or something, like maybe we could use it, tell it to stop the vampire guy.
There was a thing about don't call up anything something something. I don't know. Maybe it's stuff that's too weak. I don't know. Yeah, let's go for it.
Haven't you ever seen a Godzilla movie? It's the only way to defeat another kaiju.
Plus, I think the saying is like, don't call something if you can't pay for it, or
or can't get rid of it, or I don't know.
yeah, it'll be fine. It'll probably be better than a vampire who's trying to kill people.
Well, I haven't watched the tape yet because like I can only move really, really light things, and it's really hard. So I can unlock doors though. I did figure that out, so I can help you. You need to get a VCR from the video shed. It's down the aisle. So yeah.
Among all the goth stuff in this store, is there an overly ornate, like large cross, jewelry cross?
Sure.
All right, I'm definitely grabbing 2 if I can. Giving 1 to my sister when I find it.
Hey,
Okay.
quick question. Were you wearing a cross when he, got you?
Yeah. Also an onk. I don't know if that canceled it out.
I'm just thinking maybe that didn't matter. Is there anything silver here that's actually silver?
I don't think so. That stuff's expensive. Jay's Jewelers has real silver jewelry though.
Well, wait a minute. Silver letter openers. What about the schlocky stationery shop?
Well, I mean, we need to find it. I mean, I don't think.
Well,
no offense to you all, but we need more firepower. I don't think the us are going to be able to stop that because he has help. Like that lady who was singing up there, she's a vampire too.
Well, I mean, that makes sense because she was terrible.
Yeah, she was hot. I mean, terrible.
Yeah,
I'm in voice, whatever. Anyway, moving on.
She's probably hypnotizing all the adults so they can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get the VCR first and find out what we need to do. Is Teresa coming with you, or is she going to stay behind at the store where it's relatively safer?
I'm leaving her hidden somewhere in the store and telling her to stay down.
Okay. It's across the way. Mm-hmm. It's not too far of a walk, and as you approach, you sort of sneak a little closer to it. You can hear the distinctive sound of a Segway, and you hear a man on a walkie-talkie. He's like, "Hello, fellow servants of darkness. Checking this perimeter. I thought I heard voices whispering quietly. Thanks to my senses enhanced by our Dark Lord. All hail, forces of darkness. But I don't see anything. We'll keep on patrolling. Over and out." So, there is a mall cop between you and the video shed. So how are you going to deal with that?
I'm going to come up with a way to distract him that won't point him in our direction using outthink.
Okay.
Pair of 3s. Well, and go straight. So pair of 3s.
Pair of 3s, yep. So the easiest is obviously throwing something or causing some noise in the opposite direction so he can investigate it. Now Nova is, now that you realize she's a ghost, she can float through walls and stuff like that, and she can make noise. But if she does that, she won't be able to circle. She won't be able to unlock the door. Is the problem? So, do you want her to unlock the door, or do you want her to distract the guard?
I mean,
vandalism would be fun, but
got plenty.
Probably need her to unlock the door.
Yeah.
I could try to convince him I've already been turned into a vampire, that I'm the main vampire's son, and that he has to go off some other direction.
You sure could.
Do I have a set of plastic teeth that they always give out at these events?
I'll say you could have grabbed some at 666 Gerard Way.
All right, I'm gonna pop those in.
Okay.
Like, I could do it.
I don't. You might.
Tommy starts walking out. The Segway mall cop Renfield, rotates his Segway towards you menacingly. Bleh. So, in a menacing way, we'll say. It's
All
very
hail the
menacing.
Dark Lord. What are you doing here? They went off that way. And I point down the other hallway. My father will have you disemboweled.
Who are they?
Who's who?
Who are you?
I have already been turned. I am one of my father's creations.
All right.
Clearly,
roll
you
connive.
were. All right. That's face plus connive, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 5s.
3 5s. All right. He's like, oh shoot, I need to go get them. So he zips off. So yeah, that works.
Come on, guys. We got this.
Yep.
All right.
Rush over to the store.
All right, so you rush over to the store. Nova's able to use her ghost powers to reach in and rotate the lock to open it. And so you're in the video shed. So someone needs to figure out what a VCR is and where it is. So that's probably a brains plus notice check.
I'll go for that. I got a whole lot of nothing.
I got
Okay.
a pair of ones. Woohoo!
Now don't forget, when you're rolling, you can always use relationships.
Oh, yeah.
But
Well, I still got a pair of ones. That's a success.
pair of ones, yeah.
It's bigger. It's got to have a bigger slot than the DVD players. I remember that.
Yeah, they're like DVDs but rectangles.
But really thick.
Yeah, thick,
And they
yeah,
get caught up in the gears or something.
thick DVDs. Yeah, thick movies. So yeah, you find it.
There's a lot of dust here.
Yeah, it's being
Weird.
used as a to hold up something else. You know, like it's yeah, it's
Doorstop.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But you're able to grab it, grab some wires for it,
Mhm.
and yeah, you head back to the store, and you now someone will have to wire it up.
I mean, it's color coded.
Yeah, I would say hands plus shop, brains plus outthink or remember.
I could do the brains plus out thing. So
Okay.
are we back then?
Yeah. Damn.
Triple eights.
Yep. So yeah, that's not a problem. So you get, yeah, it is color coded. And you hook it in there. So you put in emergency summoning beings of power. So a man in a cheap suit, it's a very grainy tape, says, "Hello, welcome to part 5 of our ongoing series on occult power for the everyday person. So if you're watching this tape, though, that means you need a lot of power really quickly. And that means you need you can't just spend years in meditating and making pacts and that sort of thing to build up the arcane energies yourself. You need outside assistance, and that's where we come in. We're talking about summonings for the desperate and the reckless. So in a nutshell, the first step is you need an icon, and think of an icon as kind of like a symbol or a link to a specific being. You can't just summon anything. You have to summon a particular being. So you need to know what beings are. Now, if you not just any object will do. It has to be something linked to this being. Now, you'll know it's an icon because it's a physical object that a divining ritual will link to a will point to that when you ask it. Is this an icon of a being of power? That's the key word. And I say being of power because I don't want to just limit you to demons or angels, which are very commonly summoned, but also elementals, spirits, all kinds of beings that are out there. So if you don't have an icon and here's some icons now, this little clay statue here, that's Zuzu. He's a tricky one. Don't want to summon him for your first time unless you're really desperate. This boy here, and then it goes on for a few minutes just listing various things. They're almost all figures of various beings. So,
So I pause it while we look around the shop, guys.
mm-hmm. So yeah, so you all look around. Nova says, "Well, wait, divining rituals. We have a whole There's a whole section in the store of that." She floats over to a section labeled cult lore and tools, and there's a whole bunch of stuff there. There's a bunch of books. There's wands. There's dream catchers. There's also Ouija boards. There's also magic 8-balls. There's also tarot decks. There's also like little pendulums on chains. Yeah, there's all kinds of things. So this is going to be a little more freeform. But yeah, quick search of the store doesn't reveal anything that seems to be, that looks to you, at least on initial indication, to be an icon. But there are things to divine. So.
Okay. I have an idea of where we can get an icon, but we're going to need some of this crap in order to figure out what's going to be appropriate. You know that store that sells katanas but also sells wall scrolls of Jesus? The one that's just like full of crystals and shit?
I quite literally have never been able to see that because I look away every time. It's just too weird. Anyway,
you gotta just learn to look into the horror sometimes, and you'll find wonderful things.
Let's just read the dividing thing and see how we can find them.
Yeah, exactly.
The guy there will sell knives to kids, so yeah, I've definitely been there.
While they discuss that, I'm popping open the book she pointed to first.
Okay. It's the Necronomicon. It's a black paperback.
In English?
Yep.
So mostly fake. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
You know what? All things considered, I will open to a random page because that's the way these things work, right?
Yeah. So there it shows a diagram of a person holding up a pendulum above a circle, and it says this is the to find sacred summoning sacred sites, infuse the pendulum with power. And by pendulum, I mean like a little, kind of like a pocket watch on a thing. It's
like one of the little pendant necklaces.
Yeah. So,
I will choose a pointy one so it's an accurate pointer.
And it says you must infuse it by through occult means of chanting and focusing your will upon it, and then ask it where the nearest sacred. Ask it where the thing that you are looking for is.
Mm-hmm.
So
I do that.
Well, how do you infuse it?
It says by chanting and focusing on it, right?
Mm-hmm. What are you going to
stare at it real hard, like you do? Worked in the movies.
Okay. Are any of you going to pitch in and also chant and focus your will on it?
I will as well, but I'm a good Catholic boy, so I'm just going to repeat some Latin phrases that I heard over and over at church. I don't know what they mean, but I'm just going to repeat them.
Okay.
I'm going to chant, but I'm going to chant the lyrics to Dragula.
That seems fair.
Okay. Nova also contributes, and you swear the pendant seems to glow with the very, very faintest of blue lights. So yeah, you draw a circle. Teresa drew a circle on the ground. She found some lipstick,
perfect,
and the floor is tile, so it's easy to do that. Blood red lipstick, and what are you going to ask of the pendant?
Point me to an icon of power.
All right, it points in a direction.
Can I tell where that likely ends, so I can just go straight there?
You have a direction.
Okay,
it's a direction. So
should we make sure that it's pointing us to the closest and not the furthest?
It said the close. You said asked it.
Okay.
Yeah. And I will make a mark on near the circle to indicate which way it was pointing, so that we don't.
I mean, there are other divining rituals here.
Well, anyway, following that, do I see anything?
Yeah, like I mentioned, there's Ouija. Well, are you looking at the direction, or are you looking for other divining tools?
No, I'm going straight in that direction until I find something interesting looking.
Okay. I mean, there's a mall map near where you can consult it to figure it out. There's, I'll say if you look at that line, there are 6 stores that it intersects.
Okay. What's the closest one?
Closest one is the video shed.
Of course. And, they probably have some sort of cardboard cutouts for something powerful.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Tommy,
go
can
ahead.
you do me a favor real quick?
What's up?
Can you grab the fashion duct tape real quick?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take a Ouija board and duct tape it to one of my arms like it's a Yu-Gi-Oh dueling disc,
Okay.
and I'm
All
just
right.
gonna hold on to a planchette so that way we have a Ouija board on the go.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab a tarot deck.
Okay. All right. So the four of you had.
Headed, so yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'll say the Segway cop has not yet come back, so you can get back into the video shed, no problem.
Okay.
So but yeah, you're in the video shed.
As best I can, what's on a line from where we were?
This is on the line, yes.
No, I mean in the store. But what's on
Yeah,
there?
well, the line goes through the store.
Okay.
So if you drew a line, there are 6 stores that it intersects. This
Right.
line.
So in this store, what objects are on that line ish?
That's a brains plus notice.
Okay. Let's click on the right window first.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Yep. And pair of 3s.
All right. There is a flat screen TV, a cell phone. Let's see here. What else? Some batteries, and the cash register.
Oh, well, obviously it's cash register.
Okay.
Verify that with a quick, ritual with the pendant. See if it, stand near all those.
It does not point at the cash register.
Oh, darn. Okay, what does it point at, if anything?
It keeps pointing past. It seems to be past all of that.
Not in the video store. All right, move it along. What's the next
Okay.
store?
Well, you're going to have to get past actually a pair of mall cops there in the inner. You have to basically round the corner of this corridor and take a left, and then cross diagonally. So you have a bit ways to go to the second store. What's the sec? Let's see here. The second store I'll say is Fit Gains. It's a fitness store that sells thick powder to make you thick with muscle. So Fit Gains is the second store on the line, but in order to go anywhere further to keep following this line, there's two Renfields, and they're yes, a child with fangs was led me on this deceptive hunt. I did not find any evidence of anyone else. I believe the child is actually someone who did not go to the original meeting and thus was not ensorcelled by the Dark Lady powers of hypnosis through her enchanting siren-like song. Yes, I see. Clever child. We should make sure that they get there. I'm sure their soul will be particularly flavorful for our Dark Lord. All hail him. All hail the Dark Lord and his consumption of children's souls.
Man.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You said
You guys are surprisingly rich with exposition.
Yep. It's just a side effect of being a Renfield.
So that there was a cell phone left in the video store? Just registered.
Yeah, it's a think it's like Radio Shack but worse. They were really trying to branch out.
It was one for sale, not someone had left there to act.
Yeah. That was all
darn,
merchandise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grab some things that are relatively heavy and good to throw before we leave the shop.
Okay. Sure. Now, what are you gonna do to get past these two mall cops? You can wait for them to pass. If you could try to wait for them to pass, you could ask Nova to distract them, or you could do something else. But it seems like they're going to be much harder to trick with that lie.
Can
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you seem to know how to work this VCR stuff. Can you set up something to distract them in here while we go in the other store and then sneak around?
Okay, yeah, we're in a video store. I mean, there's like DVD players, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's television. Plug it all together.
Mm-hmm.
Or there's probably some already on that would normally display movies.
Okay.
And put on, I don't know, a Godzilla movie. They make a lot of noise.
Okay. So,
The crappy one from the 90s.
All right. Who's going to be the one to set it all up?
I mean, Sebastian can set it all up, but I want to see if I can assist to make this more powerful.
Okay. Then both of you give me. Well, actually, one. In order to do this, you also have to move some stuff around, not just that. So I'll need a shot plus a outthink check.
Shot plus outthink.
Well, like one person makes a hands plus shop, and one person makes brains plus outthink.
I think brains versus outthink is fine. So.
Yeah. Or some other check like Minerva.
No, I like the 8d10. That's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna see if I could screw at the Ouija board.
Okay.
I will try to do the hands plus shop. And I will remember I will use my relationship with my sister from when we were playing Tetris earlier, remembering how best to move things around and put them into the right place.
There you go. There you go.
Your 8's on the outthink.
Mm-hmm.
What would it be to screw with the Ouija board?
You can just ask a question. Well, you have to infuse it with dark occult power.
That's true.
So you can do that.
Yeah, let's infuse the Ouija board a bit.
Okay. How are you going to do that?
Can I just call? Well, I guess I have to put power into it in order. I will infuse it with some emotional power by focusing on my relationship with my aunt.
Okay. All right. So you lose your relationship with your aunt, but the occult, but that is quite a potent source. So how many dice of that was that?
2.
All right. So it glows with quite a bit of power. So what question are you going to ask it?
Ghosts that walk among us, can you please just amp the hell out of this electronics display to knock these guys off their asses?
Okay.
Can you haunt the shit out of this VCR?
The planchette moves to yes.
Okay, I think we're good.
Okay,
you guys good?
Can we set a delay timer, or is there one of those? Little,
what'd you get in your outthink?
On the outthink, pair of 8s.
Hey, here's a remote control. You could just leave it muted until
from down the hall. Let's do that.
Okay.
I got 3 1s and 2 2s on the hands plus shop.
Okay. So you have set up okay. So you move stuff around. It'll be very distracting. It'll definitely draw their attention. The question is, how ambitious are you going to be? Are you going to try and you basically have to cross intersection at a diagonal, so you'd have to run right. You have to sneak or run behind them while they're looking at the video shed, and so you could either go part way and just stop and hope for cover and see if they see how long, or you could just hope that they're going to stay distracted long enough for you to make it all the way to thick gains. Do you see what I mean? So I'm asking you before you make your roll, are you gonna dive for cover because there's benches and trash bins to hide behind, or are you gonna try and make it all the way to the store? Nova can unlock it for you, but it's a rolling shutter, so you have to pull it up and roll under it in order to get in before you can get in the store and hide in there. So there's quite a bit of ground to cover.
Well, can she unlock it while we're doing all this?
Yeah, she can unlock it, but she can't open it.
Right.
Yeah, so assume it's already unlocked. Let's say, in fact, she's already done that.
Cool.
She's waiting for you in the store. But the question for you is, where are you gonna stop to hide? Are you just gonna you have to cross open ground to do this and just hope the distraction lasts long enough?
Can we hide behind one of the kiosks that sells those sky dancers?
Oh, sure. Yeah. That's stopping halfway. That's being sort of less ambitious than just trying to make it all the way to the store in one go.
I'm just gonna run for it.
Okay. So, what about you, Sebastian?
So I guess what are the skills used? Would running be feet and PE?
Yep.
And then
you need feet plus PE to make it all the way to the store in one go. Actually, it'd be feet plus PE either way. It's just what height you need to make it to cover is making any success. You need at least a height 5 or better to make it to the store. That's why you have to declare now. Because
Yeah, I'm gonna stop in the middle. I'm not gonna try for 5 or better.
Okay, so you just need any success. You're going to be at the kiosk as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so everybody roll.
I'm going to use my relationship with my sister. Just be like, we need to make this. Come on, run like those old games of tag we played.
I'm going to use the relationship with my mom. And she reminded me that it's important for you to be able to run quickly when unexpected visitors occur at your archaeological site, like juntas and militias.
Squirrel, you're rolling the wrong dice.
Oh, D6. Whoops.
Yep, it's D10s.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes a slight difference.
Let's see here, does that work? Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna roll.
Pair of 7s.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna invoke my relationship with my counselor because, as he has told me, the only way out is through. Hell yeah, triple 9s.
All right.
Success.
Let's see. So no successes. Yeah. All right. So poor Tommy gets caught out, and let's see here. Minerva gets all the way to the thick gains, and Sebastian's hiding behind the kiosk. I think I have that right. So Tommy, the guards are distracted by the Godzilla movie playing, but they turn around and see you as you're just in the middle of the thing, and they say, "Oh, we have the intruder! Oh, there he is! That's the one who deceived me!" And they they start rotating their segways. They'll be on you in a second, so I'll just ask what each of you are going to do in turn. Starting with Tommy.
I guess I will try to push the kiosk in front of them to buy myself more time and run for it.
Okay.
Can I try to punch it over so that a bunch of things?
Well, there's a
get knocked
bench
up?
that you could knock over too that would block the way more.
Okay, I'll go for the bench.
Yeah, the kiosk is pretty big. You're
kiosk is displaying what again?
Sky dancers.
Not sure what those are, but can I use those to distract them somehow?
Yeah, they're little things that you can launch at people.
Oh, well, there you go. Can I get a bunch of them set together so they go off in all sorts of directions?
Depends on what you roll.
Okay, what am I rolling for that?
Hanswell's shop would probably be good. Here's the what sky dancers are. You pull a string and they launch in the air.
Okay. So, okay, maybe just the one. Well,
here we go. Here's copy image location.
rethinking this, I should probably also run while they're paying attention to him.
Copy image location. All right, hold on. Now I'm just trying to pull up an image of sky dancers. All right, so yeah, there we go. All right, so Tommy, what'd you get on your roll?
I haven't done it yet. What am I rolling for the pushing? Hands.
What do you want to roll? What do you think would make sense?
Let's try to do hands punching or something.
Oh yeah, that would work. Yeah.
Am I too far away, or can I double back and help?
We'll get to you. Well, you're farthest away, so you'll act last.
Okay.
So with 8s, yeah, you knock over the bench. That'll slow them down. But it'll slow them down. They can still go around it. So next up, we have Sebastian.
All right, I'm going to try and hit something metallic up and behind them with one of the sky dancers.
Honestly, you could just use the sky dancers as weapons. You point at somebody and hit them in the eye with this thing. It's going to.
All right, then we'll go with that. Then why not? Is that still hands and shop?
Yeah, I would allow that. Yeah, that would be good.
I'm sure this will be fine with just 5 dice.
You always have relationships. Also, your costume.
And I got 4 4s. What the hell?
Well, all right, that's super fast.
So maybe I get both of them?
No, it's only one, but you hit him really well. So he hits him in the hand, and he falls off. I'm down. Hand injury. Can't segue no more. So one of them's down. So finally, we have Minerva. So you're in the store. You pulled up the shutter big enough for you to high up enough for you to roll under essentially. So what are you gonna do?
Well, I look back and I notice that they're getting in a scuffle.
Mm-hmm.
The guy with the thing in front of him, like the bench in front of him, he's still going forward towards Tommy, right?
Mm-hmm. He's been slowed down, but he's still on his way.
Well, I can't get back over there to punch. I can try to distract him.
I mean, there are objects in to throw. You can grab some protein powder cans and try and beat him in the head with it.
All right, what would that be?
That would be handless punching.
Hell yeah, it is. I'm gonna invoke my relationship with my costume because Scorpia has claws, so I'm just gonna put a can in the claw, like those with like not a high life scoop, but those scoops.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna scoop whip a can at this guy.
The Ya Allah game or whatever it's called.
So
yeah.
I got 3 1s.
3 1s. All right. Hits him in the leg. He goes down. So they're both temporarily stunned. So Tommy, give me a feat plus PE, and you can all get in the store.
Oh, that's not going to go well.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. You're very slow. So Sebastian, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna run to the store, then notice he's in trouble. I got a pair of 6s.
Yep, the two of you there. All right. Nova floats out and says, "Don't worry, I'll keep him distracted. You three, just keep on looking for the icon."
Well, wait, can I, if the guys are getting up, can I whip out my Tommy gun from my costume and be like, "Freeze, dirtbags! Don't you follow us in here," to try to scare them off?
Yeah, if you do that, you're gonna need a high height, and if you fail, they'll be able to grab you. So it's a very high risky maneuver.
Are these guards armed?
They don't. They have stuff on their utility belts. You don't know what it is. Some kind of gadgets.
Well, that would be a face plus connive plus bonus for my costume, right?
Yeah, but if you
All
fail,
right, I'm going for it.
All right.
Here lies Tommy, a security guard, shining a light in his face.
All right, that's what you needed actually with 7s.
Wow.
So, oh no, please do not destroy my mortal body. The Dark Lord has promised me immortal life. Should I help him suck the life out of everyone in this building, aside from me? And the other Renfield's like, no, I'm the Dark Lord's favored one, not you. How dare you, you fool? No, I am. Nope. I can't let you have that, Phil. Nope, Frank, come on now. I'm clearly the favored one. And they start. All right, they're just.
And we move along.
Yep. Yeah.
Check out the store. What do we got in here?
All right. Bunch of weird stuff. Big jars of whey powder, whatever that is, and pills and shakes and blenders and workout videos.
All right. Amulet, circle, concentrate. Yeah.
Nope, nothing in the store.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. If we're gonna summon a being of power, we maybe don't want to summon like body dysmorphia and toxic masculinity.
I mean, if it's on our side.
Yeah, but like.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, what's the next store?
The next store is the toy store.
Well, that sounds a lot more likely.
What is a good name for a toy store? I had one. I can't remember what I put.
Toys Were Us.
Toys Were Us. No.
Its mascot is a wolf. Toys Wear Us.
Toys Wear Us. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah. Toys Wear Us. Yeah.
Hey, there are usually exits at the back of these stores. Could we get out that way?
Yeah, since Minerva, since Nova is with you, she can still
let's use the back hallways and avoid the ball cops. Because ew.
Yep. All right, so you use that. It takes you a little bit longer, but you get to Toys Wear Us. And using that, you're able to avoid the mall cop. Yeah, but when you get there, the store, the ambulance pointing to the bargain bin.
Okay.
When you go to the bargain bin, you start rooting through it. There's a bunch of different action figures.
Is there a rat?
There is a rat.
I'll pull the rat out.
It is Cool Rat with articulated pose and skateboard.
Didn't he used to have a show? I forget.
Yeah. Have any of you heard of Cool Rat before?
I guess that's a brains remember check.
I'll just let you decide.
Minerva has
hasn't
a
heard of Cool
Tumblr.
Rat?
She's heard of Cool Rat.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So you haven't heard of Cool Rat, Minerva?
No, Minerva has a Tumblr. She's heard of Cool Rat.
Oh, okay. So Cool Rat's popular on Tumblr. I see. All right. Yeah, that seems to be the icon of power.
Just the one.
Yep.
Well, better than none. Let's go get this thing going.
Okay. So,
Do we want to see if there's any more icons around here?
well, someone does have a Ouija board.
All right, let's charge this up real quick. Let's see if we can find anything.
No, it's
else.
still charged. You don't have to charge it again.
Oh, okay. Yo, spirits. Is this it?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
Yo, spirits. What's the best place to haunt in this mall?
Let's see here.
Don't be weird. Don't be gross.
Laser golf.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
it
can
would
see
be
that.
a pretty good place to be forever.
Mm-hmm.
These are
So
all the other options. Okay.
but as you head through the side corridor, there's a figure as you're around the corner, getting close back to 66 Yard Way. There's a figure dressed all in black, standing in front of you. The figure has a sword strapped to his back and a bandolier of bladed weapons and some sort of arm claws or something. And he says, "You have stood in the way of my sensei, my master, and I must follow the word of my master at all costs. You understand? Nothing personal, kid."
No, I don't understand. Could you explain more thoroughly?
Yeah, who's your master?
What is his way?
The Dark Lord, vampire, who is sucking out the forces of lesser life forms because they're too weak to resist him.
Okay, when you say Dark Lord Vampire, do you mean like Draco's nickname in My Immortal, or do you mean the dude who's doing all this?
I'll show you. Come with me.
Wait, no, it was Harry Potter in My Immortal who changed his name to Vampire.
You must follow me, or I must fight you.
Seriously.
Well,
Nova, do you know this guy?
I've seen like a shadow lurking in places. So I knew. I guess this must be his other vampire, henchman or whatever.
You know
He might
how stories go, right, dude? Like the minions never get theirs. Never. It never works out.
My master already granted me vampiric powers. I'm already more powerful than you can ever imagine.
Look, every mall has a mall ninja. We're gonna have to get around this one.
Oh, fair.
So what are you gonna do?
Run the other way, like you do.
Okay. Feet plus PE.
Ugh. I'm sure that won't be terrible.
I'm gonna once again try to use the relationship with my sister.
All right. He is also going to roll. And
Ooh, I did not botch.
all right, this is obviously with goes. So
I didn't get anything either.
okay. So two of you failed, only one of you succeeded. So I would say Minerva. He grabs onto you first before you're able to get far, and picks you up. He is quite strong. He says, "I will take you now to the food court to be captured, and so your life force can also be drained for my master." So he starts like literally parkouring up the corridor and into an air vent, unless
Oh.
somebody wants to intervene.
I was going to say, if his hands are full, I was going to grab his sword.
He sheathed it in one quick motion, so it's on.
Well,
Straps
that means
back.
it's easy to pull back out.
It's not easy to pull back out, but you can try.
That sounds too hard.
It would
If
be a
you-
high height handless punching to try.
Am I able to fight back?
You'll have one chance to fight back.
Okay.
I'm going to yell out, "That's my friend. I don't know you," and punch at his stomach.
Okay. Well, you ran away, so you're actually farther
okay.
away. If you had a ranged weapon, you could do something.
Do I still have the Sky Dancer thing?
No, you used it.
I mean, I used the one, but it was a display full of them.
Well, yeah, but you didn't take them all with
That's
you.
true.
That would weigh you down. They're pretty bulky and awkward. I would say you have one random object that you took from the video shed because you did say
That's true. Stapler.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
I
will-
got it right
All
in the
right.
foot.
So hands plus punching to
Actually,
throw.
you said he's wearing boots right above the boots.
All right, feet plus PE actually to throw.
Feet plus B's, not terrible.
And then Tommy, what are you doing?
I was gonna, if it's feet plus PE to throw, I'm not sure. I was gonna throw my Tommy gun at him.
All right, I mean, you get to add your costume bonus for that.
Okay, yeah, I'll go
Wait,
for it.
Costume bonus. Yeah. Surgeons use staplers. Yeah. I'll use my costume bonus.
Mm-hmm.
2 9s.
Pair of 7s.
All right.
It's a pair of
So
ones.
as he is parkouring up to the air ducts, you both hit him, knocking Minerva loose. Minerva, you will take a point of shock to hit location 8, which is your hands. You fall on your hands, and it hurts. So your hands go down by 1.
Oof.
Yep. And then the wall ninja parkours away. His voice whispers out, "I'll be waiting and watching, but I must report you this to my master first. I'll be back."
I hate that guy, but he's so cool.
He really isn't. Let's go.
All right. So you all hurry back to the 6 Yard Way. Nova does say, I think all the weird occult stuff in the store interferes with the vampire. He never wanted to come back here. So I think it's hiding us or helping us hide. So,
Or maybe you are. I mean, if your body's back here.
oh yeah, maybe he doesn't want to go near the scene of the crime.
Yeah, should we all survive this? You let us know what we can do to help you with that situation.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that a little bit. I wondered if I don't necessarily want to pass on. I don't know. Maybe goes cool. If I could leave the mall, I don't know. If I'm stuck in the mall, then yeah, I guess bury me. But if I get to leave, that would be cool. But
I mean,
let,
We'll talk
Could
in
we
the-
resurrect you as a zombie?
ew. No, I don't want to be a
That never
zombie.
ends well.
That's gross.
Okay.
So the you unpause the tape
Mhm.
and says, "All right, great. Next up, you have to draw a magic circle, and then focus all of your will, enchant Ai Cthulhu Fatagan. While if you want to make a blood sacrifice of some type, that would be great. That's not necessary though. Although you may want to give an offering of something you think the being would like. That'll summon the being in spirit, and then you can begin negotiations."
Was there any kind of food shop or snack machine or anything with cheese in it between here and there?
Sure. There's the cheese wagon.
All right.
There's a kiosk that's like a covered wagon, but it's full of cheeses.
Could we just draw a circle around that?
Well, you kind of want to do this in the store because you don't want that
Fair.
in the middle of the aisle because the mall cops would probably see you in.
All right. Let's get some cheese and do that then.
Okay. Well, who's going to get the cheese?
Who's fastest?
Definitely not me.
It's feet plus PE. It could be me unless you're faster.
I have a 5 total of that.
I have a 4.
I guess it's me. Weird. All right. I'm going for cheese.
Mm-hmm.
While he's doing that, I'm going to start making the summoning circle, but I'm going to make it out of the guitar picks.
Oh yeah, of course. There's guitar picks.
Yeah, that makes sense. Were there any? Oh wait, were there any skateboards in the toy store?
Probably skateboards here.
I mean, Cool Rat's on one, right? Or is he just?
Yeah, his action figure has a skateboard.
Yeah.
So.
Oh well, let me see how the cheese looks. If I can get that, that's fine. That's close.
Wait, aren't tapes from the 90s? Those VCR things? We could just pile up a bunch of those too.
By the way, the pentagram is an unusual one. You have to draw it like this. Yeah.
Good. It's simple.
Yeah.
Reverse image on inside of case before cutting.
So give me that P plus P to see if you get caught while you're grabbing the cheese.
All right. So I'm going to rely on my dad's advice from when he was pushing political views in higher class neighborhoods. And he said, you got to know how to get out of there, too. It's like, okay.
Son, one day you're going to have to steal some cheese. And when you do, you're going to have to be fast.
Okay. 3 4s. And
That's enough. Yeah, you grab a thing of cheese. Who's drawing the circle?
I am.
Okay.
I'll help.
Both of you can give me some kind of roll. Probably hands plus shop or brains plus I think would probably work best.
You said brains plus I think?
Yeah.
Yep, I'll do that.
Nope.
I will think about how my parents taught me to be creative with my self-expression.
Okay.
It's 3 2s.
All right. That's barely enough. So you all begin chanting Ai Cthulhu Fatagan, and there's some tiny sparks of blue lightning as the cheese sort of disintegrates. And the image of Cool Rat appears in the magic circle, kind of like a hologram. He's like, "Hey, it's Cool Rat. I'm real, but also trapped in the nether realm. Well, in the void. It's complicated. Anyways, hey, kids, how are you? It's a lot of effort to go and just talk to me. Do you want autographs?"
Yes, please.
Yes.
But we also want, power because there's vampire issues. Just saying.
Oh, yeah, the vampire thing, too.
Yeah.
Oh, vampires? Those are lame.
Exactly.
I
we fight
love
late
that.
with cool, right?
Yeah, well, the problem is vampires are corporeal, and right now I don't have a body. However, if you make me a body, I'll be able to fight the vampire for you.
Okay. Like how to
What do we need to make you a body out of? Yeah.
Oh, no, we're going to have to go to construct a cool guy station.
Well, I could be made out of any kind. I can animate any kind of materials. Things that have a vaguely humanoid shape might help. But if you want to give me special cool powers, like say a chainsaw arm, you'll need a chainsaw. But I'll make do with whatever you give me. I'll do my best, kids. With my only condition being I get to keep the body after I've done slaying the vampires.
Oh, then we're not using my sister.
No.
What? No.
No.
Oh no, possession is uncool.
What about a mannequin with a arm that shoots stakes?
Wait, like food or like wood?
I was thinking wood, but the stakes food might be cooler.
Might be funnier. I don't know if it'd be more effective. Huh.
There's that construction store, Highs. They've been doing that gimmick of Halloween decorations. You could see if they have any of those 12-foot skeletons.
Yeah, that could work. And maybe there's a vampire hunter kit too.
Sure.
Doubt it, but hey, maybe.
Yeah,
right.
I'll be
go to
happy
the
to help.
hardware store. I guess you'll wait here.
I have no choice unless I have a physical form in which to leave the circle.
I mean, there's this cool rat figurine. Plop.
No, once I enter a form, I can't leave it unless it's destroyed. In which case, you'll have to resummon me, and that's majorly uncool.
And that's really tiny, I guess.
Yeah, it's not very unless the vampire's 3 inches tall. Is the vampire 3 inches tall?
No, but you might be able to, I don't know, insert yourself somewhere.
We're not going to kill him like
Whoa!
Ant-Man.
That's a
I
wrong
meant
touch.
like block his throat. What? What are you
Oh.
guys? What?
Well, in Cool Rat's experience, vampires are hard to kill. Probably, especially in an action figure. Those action figures were made by a company with using cheap parts. Cool Rat had no say in the manufacturing process.
That's fair. Let's go look for a 12-foot skeleton because that can't go wrong.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll be right back. Just getting a little drink, and yep.
Well, what do we know kills vampires? Wooden stakes.
Fire.
We don't know what kind of vampire it is. If it's an Asian vampire, it's completely different.
Well, do you think they have any of those UV lights at that construction store?
That is an excellent idea, and probably not. Maybe.
Shoulder
Wait,
pads made out of them.
There's probably a tanning shop.
I say we give him a flamethrower.
What?
A flamethrower.
Oh, yeah, I don't think they sell those.
Yeah, but you can make them.
I mean, butane torch.
Yeah, exactly. All we need is a source of fire. You're going to get propane tanks at the construction store.
We could make the propane tanks into a bandolier around the guy's chest so he can make big grenades.
Yeah, and he's going to be a 12-foot tall skeleton. There's going to be space for that.
Yep.
So, like, I'm going to put this out there, and I assume that we're all, like, thinking it.
All right.
We're going to steal a forklift, aren't we?
So as you're all discussing this, the PA system crackles on again. Hi everybody, it's the Pleasant Pheasant. I've been informed that there's some trespassers who didn't go to the food court when everyone was told to, and they injured some of our mall security. If they don't come to the food court right now, some bad things are gonna happen to me. You don't want me to get hurt, do ya?
Cool Rat, is this pheasant a friend of yours?
Oh
no, I've never heard of the Pleasant Pheasant before. That guy sounds lame.
He does.
I show Cool Rat pictures I took on my phone.
Hey, is there a costume store around?
Yeah, Spirit Halloween.
They probably have a Frankenstein or something.
Yeah.
Those are big.
Mm-hmm.
On the way to the hardware store, is there a tanning salon or anything?
Yeah, of course.
Well,
so the PA system continues on. An old man, horrible old man's voice goes on. You will all be caught. Let me just show you've had your chance. Now you'll hear the consequences of your actions. And then you hear the Pleasant Pheasant. What? Ah! And what do you want now, Pleasant Pheasant? Pleasant Pheasant wants blood, y'all. Your blood for getting me killed. That's right, kids. Your fates will be worse than death now. But you won't stop me. You won't stop any of this. Anyway, then the music comes back on. So, let's see. So where are you heading to first?
I think we're going to try the tanning salon.
Well, I think we're heading straight for which is closer, the hardware store or the tanning salon?
Tanning salon. Hardware store is at the end. It's one of the anchors of the mall.
Getting those bulbs out of there is not going to be trivial.
Yeah,
well,
but
we can just see if
those...
they have some extras.
Yeah, and don't they also have like those small, like focused ones that are like light bulb size we can just take? They have light bulbs at the store.
They might have some black lights at the hardware store.
Okay.
I'm betting the tanning bed bulbs have weird connectors and require more power.
I assumed it was just going to be magically powered by Cool Rat.
Oh, that would work too. So we should grab some bulbs. Okay, fair.
All right, everyone, give me a brains plus notice check.
Ooh, we can make the bulbs his eyes.
That's
UV
actually a
light.
really good idea. Yeah.
Just don't stand in front of him. I heard. So what was that? Brains plus notice.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Pair of sevens, pair of fives.
All right. Anybody who made it? Has everybody rolled? Looks like everyone has rolled.
Yeah, I got a pair.
So those of you who make it, see a bat flying relatively slowly, just very in a straight line through the middle of the corridor.
Huh. Is it a
Your
fruit?
candy sucks.
A bat, not a pheasant.
Not a fruit bat.
He got turned into a vampire. He could transform now. Probably.
Because my favorite thing are weird but real animals. So what kind of bat is it?
You can't tell from it's pretty high up. It is.
Well, if it comes closer, I will want to know.
Well, since you didn't try to hide from it,
I'll try and hide from it.
Okay. So that's feet plus PE.
All righty then.
If I see him running to hide, can I hide without knowing that it's there?
You can watch what your other teammates are doing, and
It might be
follow
hard
their
to
lead.
tell if I'm trying to hide because I fail.
No,
Right.
you can see them trying to cover. You can see them trying to take cover and basically
The reason I
being
fail is
easy
I turn around and say bat and point at it.
Yeah. So did
Warning,
you make?
warning Minerva.
Let's see.
I will use my relationship with my sister playing hide and seek to sevens.
It looks like it saw you, Sebastian.
Yep.
All right. So the bat starts sort of singing. It sings very much. What was the song you chose earlier?
November Rain.
Oh yeah, November Rain. Starts singing November Rain.
Cover my ears.
Well, Dan, let's see here. Yeah, this is gonna be an opposed roll.
Yep.
You try.
Because I used the word siren earlier.
Yeah. So give me how are you going to resist it? Covering your ears isn't going to work by itself.
Okay. In that case, I'll just start doing math in my head.
Okay. So brains plus out thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird that I keep going to that. Pair of tens.
Okay, with a pair of tens. So you're managing to resist it. The other two, three of you are, what are you going to do? What are the,
Is it getting closer?
Yeah, it's flying in your direction, trying to hone in. You haven't been stopped yet, so it's all you can do to sort of resist. You can't really focus on anything else.
I was going to say, is there a trash can handy that I can use?
No, you're definitely it's all you can do to not simply go to the food court. You really want to go to the food court, but you don't. You know you shouldn't go to the food court. So
yes, I don't want to be food.
Mm-hmm. Tommy, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna pull out my tarot deck that I've been carrying and start flicking cards at it to drive it away.
All right. What are you using to roll that?
I guess hands plus punch or hands plus.
Yeah, that would work. That would work.
Okay. Two sixes.
2 6s. All right. You hit the bat. You flick the bat, and it falls to the ground into behind a trash can. So Sebastian, you can move again.
Okay.
Minerva, what are you gonna do?
I start looking around for like products that claim to be like liquid sun or whatever. I mean, it's a tanning salon.
I mean, they're nasty, but I don't think it's going to do it. Well, who knows?
Sorry, say that again.
Oh, I start looking around for like portable tanning products and stuff, like liquids and
Well, this
sprays.
is before you got to the tanning thing. So
Oh, okay.
Nova's up ahead. She's unlocked the security gate for it. So you could go run into the store now. You don't have to roll for that. And then next round start doing that. But you're in the middle of the aisle now.
Like I said, is there a handy dandy garbage can we can turn over on it?
Well, I'm trying to get Minerva's actions first. So So
I I would do something like that. I would just try to trap it in a garbage can.
Okay. Yeah, that's feet plus PE to cover that much ground and lift that trash can.
All right, I'm going to use my relationship with my parents because God knows they've asked me to take out the trash multiple times.
Nice.
I like it.
Shit, I got nothing.
Okay. So new round. You run up just in time to see the bat turn into the woman. She's a middle-aged lady. She's well dressed, and she looks you straight in the eyes, and you meet her gaze. Yeah, you'll whenever you need to resist. You will have to beat 2 10s.
Ah, shit.
Oof.
With something.
Yeah, I'll try guts plus courage.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect.
And I'm going to invoke my relationship with my counselor because Mr. Ridgway has told me nobody can change my mind but me.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been a really good roll otherwise, but I got 4 5s.
Yep.
And 2 2s.
Yep.
Yep.
It's very powerful. So actually this is more about power than height. So yours, let's see here. Let's see if she gets any other sets.
I mean, his is faster, I guess.
Yeah, so it does go up. All right, so it does eat her set. Well, no, she's attacking and you're defending. You need to meet the defender needs to meet the same height, otherwise it won't work. So well, it's not a standard attack though; it's a supernatural thing. I guess I could rule this either way. It is kind of ambiguous. I'm gonna say you aren't gonna go to the food court, but you're gonna be paralyzed this round. So like a partial effect. So yeah, you're stunned there for a moment, and she'll get to try again next round. So yeah, you're not doing so well. You are caught in it, but she's unable to get you to start walking or running to the food court and turn her attention to others. So Sebastian, what do you want to do?
I want to somehow figure out a way to use Outthink to do this because that's the only thing I've got that's really good. Is she apparently concentrating on this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she has to focus on this.
Do I still have the stapler?
Didn't you throw that?
Probably.
Yeah, you threw it at the mall ninja.
Yeah. I was hoping I could just slap it into his leg, but I guess I threw it. What is there anything? Is a garbage can here handy?
Yeah. Yeah, there's another garbage can.
I mean, because garbage can over your head is going to be distracting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What could go wrong? It's for the public good, Dad would say. I said I'm using that. So PE plus feet or hands and shop or what?
Hands plus shop or punching would work really well.
Well, shop's good. So, all right. So 7.
Son, sometimes in life you're going to end up against a powerful
Pair of
opponent.
7s.
All right.
Pair of 1s.
And in that case, get the foreign object.
Yeah, it's one of those big trash cans, but it's like light, so you just dump it on her. It's not very full.
Right.
So
I just want to upend it over, or maybe get her. If I could get her shoulders in it, that's great.
So you're all able to get away, but you run into the tanning salon. Well, yeah, is that are all of you going to you have a moment to do something? So are all of you?
Salon's fine.
Yep.
Okay. Tommy, are you also going to the tanning salon as well?
Is it going to be a roll to run for there, or is it?
No, you don't have to roll. I just want to know what you're doing.
Yeah. I'll head to the tanning salon.
All right, so all of you regroup in the tanning salon by the time, but she gets the trash can open and she says, "I know you're nearby. I'll find you." She starts stalking outside. Now, Nova says we could go through the back, but that lead doesn't go to the hardware store. Isn't connected by the side corridor.
Is there more than one floor?
No, it's a one-story mall. It's just long and sprawling.
Yeah.
So yeah, she has got you kind of cornered in here, unless you.
It doesn't have drop-down ceilings.
It does. There are drop-down ceilings. However, the drop-down does not link up to the one in the aisle.
That was what I was asking. Okay.
Yeah.
I can try to distract her, and you guys can run.
Well, you could search the store too for things to use. So,
well, I mean, we could get one of the tanning beds going and just lure her in there.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, we were also looking for tanning bulbs.
Yeah,
but
why don't you all give me brains plus notice to see if you can find something?
All right, let's find stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I got nothing, but I volunteer to be bait.
Paradigm.
So yeah, if you made a match, you get to specify one thing that you find in the store. So let's see. So Sebastian, did you find something?
I did with 2 9s.
Okay.
I mean, I can't think what would be in a tanning shop other than like bulbs. So I guess
I could just
things
that I have Googled for players in games.
So I guess bulbs.
Let's see here.
We're gonna have a cool rat with UV eyes.
What is sold in tanning salons? Let's see here. Oh, that's for tanning salons for Soleil. Selling tanning salons.
The fake tan stuff. If they have that in here, we can like spray it on her, blind her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can do that.
All right. So is there like a spray pump somewhere?
Yeah. There's a spray pump of tanning.
All right. Is there color other than
tanning
orange?
gel? I don't know.
They literally do have like those paint sprayers of spray tan.
Oh
Yep.
yes, yeah.
Yep.
There you go. Okay, so that's what you found, Sebastian. Tommy, what are you gonna find? Did you find something?
Yes, portable tanning lamp, like the kind that you would like use for your face.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah, you find that. Is that battery operated, or do you have to plug it in?
You probably have to plug it in.
It's plug-in.
Yeah.
But there's a plug right there.
Oh sure, yeah. It's definitely it's a demo thing, so you can definitely so you can use it in the store. And Minerva, did you find something?
No, I failed.
Okay. All right. So what's your plan?
All right, I have an idea. Sebastian, you hide with the tanning spray.
Yep.
Tommy, you hide with the UV light. I'm going to quote unquote hide. When she comes after me, Sebastian hit her with the spray. Tommy hit her with the lamp.
Well,
Right, so I need to be on the side where she'll be looking so I can get her in the eyes with the stuff.
That's fair. But
Whereas the lamp, hopefully, if vampires are susceptible, it just has to hit her skin.
here, Minerva, why don't you take the lamp? I think I could definitely get her attention.
I want to be bait.
All right.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that means what you think it means. Anyway,
No, I know exactly what I'm doing. And I
Okay.
climb into one of the tanning beds.
Mm-hmm.
So my feet of my clunky outfit are sticking out,
Mm-hmm.
like very clearly. Oh no, I'm sitting in this tanning bed. I'm hiding.
Okay. What do you want to roll to trick or lure her?
Probably face plus charm
Yeah, that would work.
plus my costume.
Mm-hmm.
I would think if you knock over something loud, she'll come to see what it was.
Yeah, that's fair. And
But
I
I mean, the real trick is is she going to see the trap?
Right.
yeah. I just whip a can at a wall and it makes a loud clatter before I climb in.
Okay.
I got 2 8s.
All right. Yeah. She sees you and she kind of smirks, grabs the security gate and rips it open. She's actually quite strong.
I immediately
turns-
clinch things out of fear.
So she says, well, your friends abandoned you. But don't worry, you don't have. It won't be long before you'll be part of something greater than yourself. The master will appreciate your young, succulent life force. Sebastian, with the sprayer, what do you want to roll for the ambush attack?
I want to roll brains without think, but that's probably not reasonable. So
yeah, it's going to be a physical action.
Hands and chop.
Yeah, that would work.
All right. And I'm going to draw on my relationship with Mom, who has to dust off very tiny things with very tiny brushes to make sure she doesn't damage them. She's an archaeologist. So, good motor control. Whoa. Okay, so I see a pair of 8s.
Okay.
Yep, pair of 8s.
Yeah. Tommy, at the same instant, probably hands plus punching or shop would work at using the light to angle it right.
Yeah, I was going to do hands plus punching to get the light in her face.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
2 8s and 2 3s.
Nice.
All right. That is enough. She is definitely burned and blinded. So she's shrieking horribly and writhing around on the ground. Are you going to try and finish her off, or are you going to try and get going?
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, let's skedaddle. Bring the
All
lamp.
All right. So you unplug the lamp and rush over to the hardware store. Nova has again unlocked it for you.
Yep.
I'm
bringing the spray tan if it's portable.
Sure, why not? It has enough for like 2 more sprays.
Cool.
Yeah. Although it's pretty bulky, it's hard to carry. It's definitely you can't really carry anything else with it. It's two-handed.
I just figure in case something happens at the store, I've got my security can of stuff to spray, whatever that means.
Mm-hmm. All right, you're in Highs, the hardware store with the the home block fort. Competitor to home block fort. The hardware supply store. So you do know there is a 12-foot skeleton in the back. There is one for display, and then there is one boxed up. You're gonna have to use a shopping cart to push it though. And what else are you guys looking for anything else?
Who's got operate heavy machinery?
Ew.
Yeah, I do have hands plus shop. Not well, but
Mm-hmm. Were you looking for anything else aside from the skeleton?
I'm gonna go grab a bunch of like wooden stakes from the gardening section.
Okay. Yeah, you do that. Let's see, Minerva, are you grabbing anything?
butane torch and a propane tank.
Okay, yeah, they have that, and let's see here, Sebastian, your hands are already full, but I guess you could.
I can switch out for something. Did we get the skeleton?
Yeah, I would assume you're the one getting the skeleton then.
Okay.
You get a shopping cart, and are you getting the box, or are you going to try and get the fully assembled one?
Yes. And do they have those like big orange carts where you can put lumber and stuff? Big flat ones.
Yeah, I would say you do.
So we'll get the fully assembled one and a box and maybe some planks and boards and things because why not?
Okay.
Can we even get that into the other store?
Yeah.
That you're kind of pushing it. You're definitely pushing it with 2 giant skeletons.
All right, just the one giant skeleton as long as it seems assembled adequately.
Yeah, it's assembled adequately.
Grab a spool of wire or something to reinforce the joints if we need to.
Okay. You find all that. But Nova rushes back. She's like, the mole ninja's back. He's outside the store. He's like in a stance, or meditating or something. But I think he knows we're in here.
Wait. Mall Ninja's store hardware.
I think he's waiting to duel someone or something.
Do they have nail guns in here?
Yeah. Definitely operating one will be tricky.
Okay, never mind. If only we had someone who knew how to operate. Never mind.
Well,
Do they
it's
also
shop.
have-
It's literally shop. Like that is the most shop thing you can do.
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Do they have sports equipment at this hardware
Nope,
store or no?
They do not.
They do have machetes.
They do.
Well, they also have wood, which we can make into,
You
spears.
do have some wooden stakes. They're for like lawn signs and stuff like that. So they're not like high tinsel grade wooden stakes, but they have.
I mean, there's also just wooden dowels that are.
Yeah. Well, those are like not sharp.
They can.
All right, everybody, let's take 15 minutes to go find a lathe, set up a lathe, and then sharpen
I
them.
think if you just hack a sharp end with a machete.
If you start doing that, the
Oh, yeah,
mall
I know.
ninja's just gonna come in. Like you're gonna have to deal with the mall ninja before you deal with any of this shit.
Wait! Propane tanks.
Mm-hmm. What about them?
There are a bunch here. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know how to make an explosive out of one. Anyone?
We don't have a gun.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah. Or a good thing, depending. Because that might be bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Guns
All right,
all magically become walkie-talkies in this universe.
Oh. Hey, wait. Do they have grills? We can get a fire going and just shove a hot grill at him. It would confuse him. That'd confuse me.
I mean that you could try.
Okay.
I could kind of lie and drive him off. I'm really good at that.
Sure.
Sure.
All right. As a
All right.
backup, I have an idea, but you go do that first while I work on my idea.
Okay.
All
All right.
I'll scream out from the store, Mall Ninja! There's an actual Hattori Hanzo sword from the movie Kill Bill. They're keeping it at the movie theater down the hall.
All right. Give me a connive check. Height 10.
Oof.
If
I
anyone's
will
gonna
use
know
my
if they,
relationship with my mom because she's a lawyer and she's taught me how to lie well.
yeah, but if anyone's gonna know if that's true or not, it's gonna be him.
Not height 10, no, but I got several other matches.
Yep. Yeah, he would. He definitely checked that theater for exactly that. And his vampire mall ninja senses would tell him if there's a Hattori Hanzo blade anywhere in the mall. So your relationship with your mom is now shocked. You can no longer use it for this scenario. Yeah, because her advice, you can persuade anyone of anything, didn't work. Because he laughs at you. He's like, that is foolish. I know for a fact the mall contains no such katana. You are a fool, and I choose you to duel. Duel me. I'll even let you specify how we will fight.
Oh. Go. We will play Go.
No, he's asking Tommy.
Tell him we'll play Go. We can give you the moves behind.
Tommy.
Oh, wait. There's something about stones and vampires and counting.
Hey, can you guys hear me? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I think there's something wrong with my mic. I challenge you to Jenga.
Jenga? All right.
That's fair. Yeah.
Very well. Very well. Prepare Jenga. If I win, you must just go to the courtyard, the food court. And if you win, which you won't, I will let you go. I will give you a 5-minute head start. I will blindfold myself and count 5 minutes until I begin hunting you again. How was that?
That sounds fair.
The hardware store does have an extra large Jenga set.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Well, you guys should get moving while I duel.
Yeah, can we do that? Out the back, say?
your friends would abandon you. They have no honor, but it is not my decision to make. It is your, or perhaps you are making a heroic sacrifice, in which case I respect it. But
Just take care of my sister, guys.
Yep.
You sure?
very well. Your sacrifice is noble, but it will not save you. Nothing will save you, for I must follow my master. For I am the ultimate ninja, warrior, mall, fighter. Anyways, yeah. How are you gonna win this game of Jenga?
I figure with my hands plus punching, and then with my relationship with my sister, because we play Jenga a lot.
Okay. He is going to roll 8d10 for his Jenga aim. And this is definitely height. Width
So
does
will
not
I.
matter.
8.
8? Wow, that beats his 2s. Actually, you know what? He has awesome times 2 because he's supernatural. Awesome times 2 means he can change one die after he rolls. So he also gets 8s. So you're tied. So the game progresses.
Another round.
Another round. You are good. What is your name, brave warrior?
My name is Tommy.
Tommy. I will remember you after your soul has been devoured by my master. In that way, you will away be a mortal. All right.
7s.
Also 7s. Yeah, things are actually though you get 3 7s.
Yes.
Versus his 2 7s. So let's see. So yeah, not actually no, that wouldn't work because if you got 4 7s, that would have worked. But yours gobble his, but that leaves neither of you with a full set after that. Actually, no, we could do multiple sets. Do you have multiple sets?
No.
Yeah, no, we'll just do the highest set. So the game proceeds. Tell me, Tommy, you have obviously studied this. It is almost your calling. In another life, we might have been friends.
Well, I learned this from the greatest master, my sister, Teresa.
Ah, I shall be honored to fight her next. It is like a tournament arc, and I'm working my way up. Tommy,
Chuck Norris.
Yeah, Tommy, you realize you're gonna have to do something if you fight him because this is very risky to just fighting him straight. Are you gonna do anything to try and throw him off his game or cheat?
Yes, I will use my connive to convince him like, oh wait, no, you need to go again. I already went.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll connive. This will be against his I'll give him 40-10 to sense your motive. But he doesn't get any matches.
3 8s.
All right, that will reduce his Jenga in by 3d10. So he's rolling 5 dice versus your full.
All right.
He gets 2s.
I get 2 9s.
All right, you defeat him. He questions himself. He's like, "Oh, I've been defeated. Truly, my journey is not yet over. I've not yet mastered everything. I will give you 5 minutes.
You have to give me a ninja star.
Oh, of course. Here's a ninja star.
Awesome. And then I take off running.
Okay. He blindfolds himself and starts counting to 300. 1, 2, 3. So yeah.
So meanwhile, at the ritual.
Yeah. Yeah. So you start assembling your giant skeleton. Cool rat. Your bone rat.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
with UV eyes.
With UV eyes.
Unfortunately, we only got the one, but that means we can put it in his mouth and then he can heat breath people.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, man.
All right, UV light breath. Okay. Let's see here. So he's going to be built as a monster. And actually, the reason why I suggested the 12-foot skeleton is because that's what the players in the first game did. So I'm going to modify him a little bit. But yeah, we'll use that as the base. So what else are you putting on him as weapons or as features?
I was gonna put the propane tank in his rib cage and give him a butane torch on one hand.
Okay. Butane torch. Okay.
It's a bad idea to put the propane tank in the middle of the rib cage like that, but also we're leaving an entity with a body that they're going to run around, so there might as well be a weak point installed.
Mm-hmm.
Teresa was carrying a bunch of the wooden stakes that I gave her to give to the skeleton. She also gives the silver cross that I gave her earlier to put around the skeleton.
Silver cross. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see here. Wooden stakes.
I don't suppose we could have grabbed, I don't know, the materials to make, I don't know, a slingshot for steaks. Like
Oh
a
yeah,
big,
steak launcher. Yeah.
stretchy
Well,
thing.
there's lots of novelty thongs at the goth store.
Fair.
Oh yeah, that's true.
A little bit of PVC pipe, some wooden stakes, and novelty thongs. He's all set.
Mm-hmm.
What more could he need to get rid of vampires?
Finally, a use for those Borat thongs.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, so his feet are stealthy and tough. His torso has the crosses. It's tough and defends. He has a butane torch attack, the wooden stake launcher attack, and the UV light breath. Yeah, that sounds pretty appropriate. So
Would you say that sounds pretty cool?
it is the coolest. All right, so you get it all together.
could he use one of those big orange flat carts as a skateboard? A little bit extra speed on the approach. I don't know.
Yeah.
Seems like the right scale.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll go with that. Yeah, I can do that. All right, cool. So all of you assemble around the skeleton and begin chanting "Ai cool rat fatagan."
Mm-hmm.
And by just thinking really hard, the magic circle glows. There's flashes of blue lightning, and the energy of Cool Rat infuses the skeleton. It animates. Magical sunglasses form on its head, and including like shorts and a cool ska type shirt. The pallet turns into a skateboard. And he says, his voice is much deeper now, and also more echoey or reverby, very unnatural. He's like, cool, this is awesome and gnarly. Let's go teach that vampire a lesson not to mess with cool kids. So with that, he just rips open the security gate and starts marching down the way. The mall cops attack in force, and that's when they find out his wooden stake launcher is very useful at pinning people to the walls as he starts launching stakes at them. One gets close and he butane torches it. He goes back. He gives you a big thumbs up. He's like, "This will be easy," and that's when a feathery shape slams into him. The pleasant pheasant knocks him into the wall and then flies up and then lands in front of him. I've been turned into one of the undead, y'all. I have to bring you to the food court so you can have your life sucked out, or I'll be destroyed. It's all your fault, and you're gonna pay. Cool Red, help me, kids. So the way this combat will work is we'll just go. I'll pick one kid. You do an action. And then Cool Rat will get an action, and then the unpleasant pheasant will get an action. And so each kid will basically be a turn of combat. So we'll just start with Tommy.
Look out, Pleasant Pheasant! There's a gigantic mechanical Colonel Sanders behind you.
Okay, you're trying to distract the pleasant pheasant. It's your go-to move. All right, roll connive. This will give a temporary penalty or a penalty on its next action.
6s.
2 6s?
Yep.
Okay. So lose a die off its next action. You didn't only get 2 6s. All right, cool. So Cool Rat is going to attack with its butane torch. Let's have some fried chicken. I have to do two silly voices now, yelling at each other as they fight. What was I doing? What was I thinking? So the pleasant pheasant is going to also attack with its beak. So they're both just going to attack each other. So Cool Rat rolls 5d10, but he has awesome times 2 and gnarly times 3. That means he does plus 3 damage if he connects. Which he does. So he gets 3 2s. Now let's see what the other one gets. Rolls quite well. 6 2 2s. Looks like
Five.
pair of 6s seem to be the highest and widest.
Mhm.
All right, so 3 2s goes first. So that'll actually knock a die off the result, so the pleasant pheasant doesn't get to attack at all. Basically, if you take a point of damage before your action is resolved, you lose a die off it, and that means you don't have a set anymore. Then you don't do anything. And since so that's going to be 4 points of damage to the pheasant to hit location 2, which is its wings. Let's see here. I'll just put it 40. Just got 60. Cool. So he torches its wings before the pleasant pheasant can get in, and the pheasant rears back. Oh wait, I gave it a penalty die, so it actually lost a die anyways. I'll just give it another point, have it take another point of damage. So sorry about that, Tommy. Anyways, Minerva, what do you want to do? You can either help Cool Rat, you can or hinder the pleasant pheasant, or you can try and do some sort of effect independent of either one. Get more information, try and figure out what the pheasant is going to do. I
think I'm going to hinder the pheasant.
Okay. How do you want to hinder the pheasant?
Listen, it's really manipulative of you to blame us for this because we're all complicit in somebody else's greater actions. Like, this dude is just doing something really, really awful, and he's harming a lot of people. And we're being harmed as much as you, and it's not really fair for you to blame us because, like, he didn't even give us a chance to try to save you. We heard that over the PA. He just, like, up and vampired you without even, like, giving us a chance. This was always going to happen to you, and I'm really sorry, but we have to, like, learn about this and not blame each other for this.
Is that charm?
That is definitely charm.
All right, go ahead and roll.
And I am using my relationship with my counselor because...
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That definitely sounds like it, yeah. You've learned well. I guess we'll find out if you learned well.
2 10s.
Damn. All right, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll say it will try to paralyze. It'll lose its awesome times 2 on its eyes, which are used to paralyze. Actually, no, it's not. It's not the paralyzing thing. It is actually going to try and throw. It has a bag of candy strapped to it, and it takes out its bag of candy and starts throwing candy at all of you. But it's incredibly sticky. They're like sticky things that will slow you down. So this will actually affect everyone. But it doesn't get awesome times 2 or wicked fast on that. So it's just rolling 10d10. So Cool Rat's going to keep up with the butane torch because that worked really well last time. And let's see here. So Cool Rat is... Oh, no. Sidekick. No.
Is this the traditional sidekick slows down for a moment?
Well, it looks like my roll didn't even go through. Okay, there it is. All right, so pair of 7s, because also a 2 becomes 3 7s. Now I get to use every single set in this, but I don't get to change any dice thanks to your action. So, and Cool Rat's attack is going to go off. No, it's still going to go off first because 3 7s beats 3 1s. So all is 1 mat doubles are hit, but the 3 1s become 1 1, 2 1. So that's still going to hit Cool Rat. So Cool Rat gets stuck in its feet, but none of you are hit by it, by his other mat. Oh wait, no, he gets 3 6s. So So 2 6s hits Cool Rat in the chest with sticky candy. He loses access to his defensive powers, his torso. So
Wait, I thought Cool Rat had 3 7s.
yeah, he does. So it becomes 2 6s instead of 3 6s. So it still goes off.
I thought it was one for goggles, but never mind.
No. If you're hit, you just lose 1 off all your dice. It's not all of them. Yeah, you just lose 1. So the Pleasant Pheasant. So I mean, if Pleasant Pheasant had Awesome Dice too, it could have made that 4 6s. That would have been really bad for Cool Rat. And all of you, because you all would have been hit by shit too. So yeah, actually the 3 1s also go off too. So the 2 1s actually are going to hit you, Minerva. So you're hit with sticky candy in your feet, so you can't move until you do something about that, or until somebody helps you. And Cool Rat can no longer use his torso abilities, which are defensive in nature. So, but his attack goes off for 3 7s. So that is 5 damage to the 7 location, which is his claws. 5 damage claws. So his claws are very minimal right now, and he's taking Pleasant Pheasant's getting the shit kicked out of it. Gura is just clobbering it, but it's still in it there because monsters basically have 50 dice worth of abilities, so they have a lot to chip through. Although some of that. Anyways, I'm not going to get too much into monsters.
Fair
mechanics. But it's your turn, Sebastian.
Okay, so the Pleasant Pheasant candy that was given out earlier, are they images of the pheasant itself?
They're eggs mostly, but I'll say there's some candy bars that are
gummy
shaped.
Pheasant in there that looks like
Yeah. There's some gummy pheasants, sure. Yeah.
All right, so I don't know if I can. I will use brains and outthink. If I can't, I guess it's face and connive. I'm going to try and convince him that also voodoo is real since there are vampires, and if I bite the head off of this, he's a goner.
That's definitely face plus connive.
All right. Sure.
Brains plus outthink is informational, like you knowledge, not.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll go with it when using Dad's public speaking experience and being born through way too many of his speeches. All right, so that's 6. And that's a pair of 9s and pair of 3s.
Pair of 9s.
Stand down, bite the head off.
All right. Let's see here. So Pheasant was actually going to defend at this point. It is going to use its wings to try and disorient you and knock you back. Disorient with buffeting winds. It's going to flap its wings. And Cool Rat is just going to stick with. It's actually going to use the wooden stake launcher because that's a longer range thing to try and pin him into place. So Cool Rat is going to roll 3d10. Let's see here. He does have awesome times 2 on that, so that becomes 2 10s. And let's see what this 5d10 does. That still goes first. So Cool Rat manages to pin him into position. And then I'll just say yours does damage to him. He really believes it. It's psychosomatic. You do 1 point of damage to his eyes. Yep. So his eyes are at 90-10. So yeah. So combat continues. Let's see here. Who was first last time? Tommy?
Yep.
All right, Tommy. What are you going to do?
I yell at the Pleasant Pheasant, your costume looks foolish, your candy sucks, and your entire image is derivative.
Okay.
I'm going to use put down.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my relationship with my sister because we definitely have insult battles.
Nice.
3 2s, I think is no 2 6s and 3 2s, whichever is better.
Let's see. Width is usually better, simply because of it goes faster. So what'd you get? 3 2s? Yeah.
3 2s.
Yep. All right. So I'll say he can't defend against that, and that'll hit him in the wings. So it's usually with -1 damage. So it's just gonna be 2 damage to his wings. He's just like, ah! Ah! So he is going to try and free himself. Use the wings to free himself. So he only has 3d10 left in it. Cool Rat's gonna go first. Well, I mean, he's gonna roll and just follow up with the wings again, or with the butane torch again. And with 3 9s, let's see what 3d10 does. 2 10s.
Not much.
Yeah, 2 10s is good, but not good enough to get 3 9s. So, yeah, that is, let's see here, going to be enough. The Pleasant Pheasant is not like dead, but it is unable to fight any longer. Its wings are destroyed, and Cool Rat continues like, awesome, kids. We really fried that chicken. High five.
I reach out for a high five and probably get smacked into the ground.
You do exactly that. Cool Rat is a Bone Rat is extremely strong and bony. There's just a lot of mass. So Bone Rat goes charging into the food court. The lady vampire starts singing, trying to distract him. Cool Rat defends with using the silver crosses. Versus her 60-10. She got 3 7s. Actually, Cool Rat is not. Cool Rat is unable to protect you, so all of you are going to need to make some kind of roll to resist the lady from doing something, from paralyzing you.
Braid's not think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guts and courage.
You need to beat 2 7s. Guts plus courage would be really good.
Can I face plus charm to sing to myself?
Oh yeah, I would. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea.
I mean, by defend, you mean actually succeed, right?
Yeah, you need to at least get 7s.
I got a pair of 5s.
Okay.
Pair of 2s.
And a pair of 4s.
Yep.
I'm gonna invoke my relationship with my parents.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 10s.
Okay. So Minerva, you're free. Your 2 friends are like, ah. Cool Rat is also Bone Rat is also resisting it, but it's not going well. So she's unable. So yeah, what are you going to do?
Well, I'm gonna put one hand.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention. On the stage, there's the old man, but everyone's life force, which is like a red tendril of energy, is flowing into him, and everyone else is just paralyzed with their mouth open. There's all sort of like, you sound like an unholy chorus of you don't know. Maybe that's, you realize the second they literally changed the background music, the music to that, which seems a little much. But yeah, there's a lot of energy. There's some candles that have been lit, black candles. Like it's a whole big finale kind of set piece. Sorry, I had to set the stage. But yeah, there are hundreds of kids and adults here. And the vampire is paralyzed. He's so overwhelmed with his energy that he's unable to do anything right now. Yeah. So, what are you going to do with that in mind? What are you going to do, Minerva?
So Cool Rat's just resisting right now?
Yeah, he's just resisting. He'll be able to act next round, but he's unable to attack or do anything else.
Okay, I put one hand on the planchard, and I put the planchard on the Ouija board. Spirits of the dead, I beseech you, guide Cool Rat's hand and let him strike true.
Okay. So they do so, and Cool Rat will get a bonus die on his wooden stake launcher, because Cool Rat realizes he just needs to strike it at its source, destroy the Master Vampire. And with Awesome Times 2 makes that 3 9s, which strikes the Master Vampire in the chest with a wooden stake. There's an eruption of energy, and the woman vampire shrieks and turns into dust. The Mall Ninja vampire appears. He starts dissolving. He's looking kind of stoic. He's like, "You have all fought well. Perhaps I served the wrong master. Did I err?
Yes.
You two have been free. Okay. Is that your final answer too, Tommy?
Yes.
No, I'm just gonna wait till he's disappearing and be like, that dude was so cool.
No.
Tommy, you realize you might be able to save him if you want to.
Yeah. How can I do that?
Well, he needs a new master. You must tell him that you'll be his new master.
I defeated you in the ancient art of Jenga. You must serve me now.
You're right. Ah! He starts screaming, but then wills himself not to be obliterated. I've lost so much power level. I'm so weak, but I will serve you to the death, my new master and friend.
So
I nod knowingly.
Ninja.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, you the three of you have saved them all. All the adults are wandering around. Bone Rat at this instance says, "Hey, before everyone wakes out of their trance, I can turn into back in the action figure form to hide. Who wants to take me?"
Sure.
Yeah, I'll take a bet.
All right. How about we'll take turns? Anyways, he turns back into the action figure. So this is better that time I hung out with Sparkles. Have you heard of Sparkles? He's a unicorn. We should contact him.
Maybe later.
All right. So yeah, the everyone sort of is like, what happened? Oh, is it over? Did we get? I thought we're supposed to get prizes. Oh man, there's this dust on the stage. What's that about? Yeah.
Is
late? Yeah.
Is
your parent
Nova still with us?
Nova is. Well,
I'm gonna turn to her sheepishly and be like, "So, do you want to hang out sometime?"
Yeah. Sure. I guess. Yeah. I think I can leave now, but I don't want to like just go to the afterlife because that's lame. Yeah. I guess I could haunt your house or something. Or actually, Minerva. What about you?
I mean, I'm gonna hold on to this Ouija board for like ever. So yeah, I mean, like,
oh yeah, I can hit you right on the Ouija board.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
It's way more ethical than trying to make a binding out of your remains or something like that, and that is something I have learned from the internet.
Yeah. So yeah, your parents pick you up. They ask each of you in turn. So Sebastian, how was it?
Interesting. Not what I expected at all.
Oh. And Tommy, how was it?
It was cool, and then I give a like death glare to my sister to not say anything.
Teresa gives you a big hug. Thanks for saving my soul.
Aw.
Yeah.
And Minerva, how was it?
I mean, it was kind of lame, but like I made a new friend and I got a lot of content from my Tumblr. So like overall, net win.
Oh, I see you picked up something at the one of the stores.
Oh yeah, it was a discount.
Oh, well, that's good. So yeah, I heard that those darn base raiders in over in the next town of well, they're oh gosh, it's nuts the crime that these base raiders are doing. You tune it out. It's just adult stuff. Your parents always talk about crime. Yeah, they're just afraid of everything.
In my backstory, my parents are sociologists, so yes, they would be very concerned about base raiders.
Yep, hooligans. So yeah, that ends extreme tricks and gnarly treats.
Of course, we don't know what Teresa came home with. I'm sure there's someone.
Yeah, actually, the next Teresa is looking at a walkie-talkie. It's like Renfield 1 on the way to home base.
Aww.
We are the ultimate mall rats now. I have a mall ninja, and she has mall cops, and
yep,
we will be happy forever.
Yep, the mall closes down shortly afterwards, but no one claims it or demolishes it. Yeah, and there's more secrets to be had. So this, yeah, I just wanted an idea of a scenario where you build a monster. as sort of a campaign. I mean, obviously, at the start of the campaign, then like you could all like stat out Nova as a monster and so on and so forth, and kind of go from there. And then of course the Mall Ninja. So yeah, it's just I realized I kind of was ripping off the movie Hocus Pocus after I came up with the idea of this scenario a little bit.
I guess I am going to watch that now. A friend of mine recommended it.
Yep.
I haven't seen that in so long.
Yeah, a lot of structural similarities. A ghost helping you, and people, the bad guys, in snaring all the adults with magic, and just something, I was just like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna have some fun with this. And yes, this does to make some Base Raiders universe, obviously.
I guess someone could have walked away with a pleasant pheasant.
Oh yeah, if you befriended the pleasant pheasant or freed them from their.
I mean, maybe one of the other kids wandering around found him.
Yeah, that's true. Or he could be a recurring antagonist, the Phantom of the Mall, the Pheasant of the Mall. Yeah, but yeah,
it doesn't ring villainy to me. It means,
yeah. Well, for kids though,
that's fair.
Starter villain, kind of thing. So
maybe a Willy Wonka kind of thing because of the candy company.
Yeah, basically.
There we go.
Yeah, that's all I have. Yeah, the other players, there are 4 players instead of 3, so that took longer. And they didn't understand the icon stuff quite as much, so I had to explain that a little more explicitly. But yeah, the same. They made different choices. If you listen to it, you'll see what they did differently. But yeah,
I'll have to check it out.
Yep. So, questions, comments, suggestions. You guys have fun?
Oh,
yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, had a lot of fun.
Cool.
I was surprised at how effective a kid could be.
Yeah. One Roll Engine is, well, especially with relationships, gives monsters characters pretty good versatility. In campaign play, it's a little more like the consequences of like getting those relationship shocks are balance it out more. But obviously, in one shots, you don't care as much. So, yeah.
I did look up the probabilities, and it looked like if you get the 6 dice, you got like a 60 to 70% chance of getting a pair.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured that was where I needed to start for things that were critical, like not being caught.
Yeah. The real thing comes in like opposed rolls, which is a lot of One Religion stuff, and that's where it gets really interesting, but also really gritty.
Yep.
So
not as bad as well, tell us.
Yeah. Yeah, like the extreme of that is obviously, here's a new Arcadia. Like the big wheel fight where I had to write down, like just rolling the dice and taking the numbers and ordering events took like 10 minutes per turn. And then just like, all right, so this event, this thing happens first, then this thing happened, then this, but then this is canceled out by this passive ongoing effect, and then
I can see where a die roller would be that actually took care of the one roll stuff like that would be super useful.
Yeah, if it just did in descending order, that'd be useful, just so you could see pairs really quickly.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll look into this dice first. Yeah,
it's not that bad to use, but yeah, it would be.
If I was doing Wild Talents, I'd do it for sure. But I don't think I'll run Wild Talents again because I have Base Raiders. Like, why not run my own game?
I can imagine why.
Yeah, if I want to do superhero stuff. But yeah,
definitely enjoyed. Had now I have a new character to use whenever I want with a Mall Ninja monster. And if in terms of campaign play, one of the things I would find an interesting dynamic if this group had continued would be like Tommy would have a crush on someone else's monster.
Yeah. Oh no,
obviously the ghost goth.
Yeah. That would be interesting to explore in a game. So we'd have to see how that works out. But yeah, Monsters is a fun game, and I want to do more stuff with Cool Rat in Base Raiders. I do have this idea of writing statting them out for Base Raiders where Cool Rat is a summonable monster. Like when you cast the Base Raiders equivalent of summon monster. It's just Cool Rat. So
Obviously it's got to be bestowed by Sparkles.
Yeah, something like that.
I was about to ask: is Cool Rat replacing Sparkles as the go-to, like canonically across the universe?
Oh well, I mean they can both do stuff, but yeah,
I thought about looking for a unicorn instead, but it was right after I said rat, so I was like, it's traditional.
But yeah, I kind of do want a base raider supplement where it's also statting out like, here's how you could be transformed into a summonal being. So like, it's basically like being a gig economy worker, but like, you know, wizards summon you to do all kinds of random stuff. So like the at some point I kind of want to play test that where like the scenario is just different random encounters and you're just trying to figure out what the fuck's going on, or then like, yeah, I haven't worked it all out yet, but I like the D&D summon monster spells always interest me. Like what was it like just to be like you're just going about your day and then some asshole summons you to go fight his enemies,
and then gives you unclear directions.
Yeah, exactly. So
in terms of gameplay, I've always wondered, like, one of the questions that I have is I always struggle with, like, with my gangster costume, having a Tommy gun. How much do I put into the power of belief? Like, can I use it as a weapon straight up, or is it just a distraction?
It's just a distraction. Well, like Monsters doesn't have like a preset ideology, or I mean, not ideology, cosmology. It's a toolkit game, so like it's up to the individual GM about like what works and what doesn't. Like that was the challenge I was doing when I was writing stuff for Monsters, is that I couldn't like this is why kids have monsters. This is the reason why monsters exist. This is what magic is. And like Monsters just doesn't, it's toolkit. You just specify how things work in your own game. So it's whatever does that help?
Right. Yeah, no. I knew that. I just wasn't sure how to push it in this game. Like if I could.
Okay. Well, yeah, I was
you intended.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Well, if you'd asked, yeah, your costume is just a costume. There's no magic things to it. It's just like relationships. It's like when you listen to the RPPR game, you'll see players were using parts of their costumes as props or as distractions, or like ripping parts out to throw them as distractions and shit like that. All kinds of things. So
the reason that stuff works is it's easier to have anything in front of you other than a blank sheet. Because if you can choose anything, you're going to be there a while.
Yeah. So that was the reasons why I gave you custom bonuses, just as a little fun little thing. Because the other RPPR group did that too. So yeah. Okay. Anything else? All right. Well, thank you all for playing and of course supporting the Patreon. Of course, we'll have some more games next month. And all that stuff. I haven't figured out what After Hours is, but of course I'm working on the marathon. The marathon, which is next Saturday, which I will be recording. If you miss it, you'll see it. But I picked out the movie so far, and now I'm working on other stuff for it. So
Halloween marathon, right?
Yeah. Halloween marathon.
How can we watch this marathon?
It'll start 2:00 Central Time on the 31st. I think I'm going to stream it actually on YouTube as like an unlisted video, and I'll put the link on the Discord. So, yeah, I haven't worked it all out yet. I'm doing testing and stuff like that right now. So, yeah, that is currently being tested. That's all I want to say right now. But yeah, 2:00 Saturday, not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
Yep.
And, but if you miss it, I'll present a way for you to watch it later. So, cause they're all public domain movies. So,
I mean, I've still when I've been on the streams, I still don't get much sound from the whatever you're streaming. Just
I do turn the movies down because I want to be able.
Okay.
I don't want it conflicting with us talking.
That's totally fine as long as that's what's actually happening and I'm not losing sound. And
yeah. If I crank the movie way too up, then you can't. Then it's sort of like you can't hear it, understand anything. So if it's too, that's why I'm trying to find movies now with subtitles, so you can hear them.
Good idea. I can hear basically nothing except occasional noises from the movie.
Well, if you can't hear anything, that seems. You should also check your Discord settings because you do have the volume. But like other people, have other of you watched it? Have you, or is it that quiet that you can't hear anything from the movie?
I mean, you guys get so loud when I turn up the volume.
Yeah. I put about 60 to 70% of its baseline volume, so it shouldn't be like nothing.
It's
I mean,
like nothing.
Yeah.
I've been able to hear, but I usually use headphones. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried on the PC. I've tried with tablet.
That's weird.
It might be a Discord setting I just have, like overlooked 15 times.
Yeah, there is a volume slider in the Discord thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be a Windows thing too. Windows sound setting. I don't know.
I got nothing.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, I'm gonna get going.
Thank you.
Yep. And
Thank you.
Yep. Bye.
Later.
Stay well.
bye.